Today is actually a really beautiful day, but there is no sun. It's very cloudy, but we are temperatures in the 70s, which is really nice. Unfortunately, both Tom and I came down with really dreadful summer colds this past week, so it curtailed our gardening adventure a little bit. But we're going to start trying to catch up on the things that we missed. The planters are looking great. The hummingbirds have been absolutely enjoying these salvia. I like to plant as many things for the hummingbirds as possible. And the tomatoes, wow, we've been picking tomatoes like crazy. They've gotten huge, although we are constantly battling the chipmunks. We have to come out here a couple times a day to make sure that we get them before they're totally ripe. Otherwise, the chipmunks will get them before we do. It's time to harvest our second batch of potatoes, and that is what Tom is about to do right now. So here we are, and things have come back after all of our woodchuck adventures, and we did catch the woodchuck in here eating things. We were able to replace some things and to get some things to grow a little bit better by giving them liquid fertilizer and getting them to recover, and I'll show you what the before and after pictures look like. So this is all that is left of my kohlrabi. They ate every kohlrabi right down to the roots. And for some reason, the woodchuck did not eat the Swiss chard. However, he hopped over the Swiss chard and decided to take all of the leaves off of the eggplant. So go figure. They have enough leaves left on them. I'm going to give them some liquid fertilizer and I'm sure I'll get them going again. But what a shame. Zucchini also turned out to be something that the woodchuck liked to eat. And you can see that it nibbled quite a few leaves, and on this one it took it pretty much all the way down. When you look at the size of the others, that's all that's left here. But there's something left. That's the good news. Now, the parsley and the celery fared even worse. It took them right down to the very bottom leaves. Very, very destructive creatures. Again, the bases are okay, so I think if I give them some liquid fertilizer, I can get them to regenerate. But what a sorry sight. My voice is going, as you can hear. I'll let Tom do the talking now.
All right, it's time to harvest the second type of potato. This is a russet potato. Again, this is our first year growing potatoes, let alone russet potatoes. So let's see what's down there.
This is like digging for buried treasure.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I feel one.
They recommend using a garden fork for this, but our soil is so soft.
Oh.
Tom's been digging in there with his hands.
Ooh. Get over.
Oh, that's a big boy.
I like that one.
Wow.
All right, 2 to go.
2 more in another bed. And here is our last bed. And these plants still have a little green on them, but you know, we're hitting September now. I think it's time to get everything out of the ground.
The difference is the other ones I planted at 12 inches.
12 inches deep?
Yep.
And these were planted at
6 inches deep.
Oh, interesting. These, there's a lot of potatoes, but they're small. Smaller, I guess, than the ones planted much deeper, which is interesting. I'm also seeing that the celery and all of the parsley that had been eaten down to absolutely nothing by the woodchuck is looking just fine now. I just came in here and gave everything 2 or 3 good doses of liquid fertilizer to try to boost the growth, and it did work. You can see we still have some nice leeks coming up here, and then this is the second batch of bush beans, but they're flowering, so, and some more potato plants. And the story behind these is that we found a potato in our vegetable bin that was sprouting and said, oh, look at that. It had a lot of eyes on it. Tom separated it and planted it in the spaces where the woodchuck ate a lot of the other things. And they're coming up. Here are more shoots from that late potato planting we did. This is where my kohlrabi had been. And these plants are probably not going to produce much before frost. But you know what? If we get some new potatoes out of it, some small ones, that'll be just great.
They should have the same growing season as the other ones, however.
Yeah, and we're not going to get a real frost till toward the end of October. So
that's right. So
we may very well get something
we still
out of
got
these.
2 months, and these have been in for 3 weeks.
Yeah. I love Swiss chard. I love how it tastes, but I really, really love the colors. This one is bright lights, and it has everything from pale green to orange to yellow. Such a pretty vegetable. The eggplant also survived the woodchuck onslaught, but giving them a good dose of fertilizer, actually several good doses of fertilizer, and they're back in business, producing a little later than they might have otherwise, but that's okay. I'm still good with it. Zucchini absolutely recovered from the woodchuck's damage. In fact, it looks better than ever. And you can see inside all of the flowers, ready to form more zucchini than we could ever possibly eat. Now all these lovely potatoes need to be cured, and the only thing that I will do is come in and just very, very gently brush off the largest clods of soil that are on them, and I put them in a very dark, completely dark, cool space in the basement to cure. And we have got some down there curing right now that we had pulled out last week.